Today at BladeOps, we are going to do a little bit of a walkthrough for a replacement of a Boker Strike auto spring. Let's see right off the bat, the springs for these are the same size as the minis, so they're a little bit different than your standard Kalashnikov size. But right off the bat, I'm just going to take a T8 to the pivot screw. And I like to keep it open so the spring's not under quite as much tension. And we take the T6 for the handle screws. And what's cool about this, a little side note, is if you ever need to adjust that safety, you can just unscrew those pieces and get to that front plate pretty easy. Next, we want to take off the pocket clip. And the back scale screws. So this is where it gets a little tricky, especially if you've got a spring that's still under tension. It's where you kind of just have to wiggle it apart. And this is still held together by the spacers and the stop pin. But essentially, you just want to pry these apart. So this one definitely takes a little bit more steps because it does have the stainless liners. But now we've gotten to the back plates. So we've got the old spring here. Now we can put the new spring in. We'll do a little bit of a reassemble. So what I like to do is I'll take the back liner and the back handle. I'll take one of the little pivot pins, or sorry, the spacers. And screw it into one of these. A very important thing, it's hard to kind of see on here, but there is a flat part on the screw that matches up with the little flat part on the liner. So we want to make sure those line up. And then we're going to take one of the back screws. Screw it on there. That way it's held together. Makes it a lot easier when putting it back. And you do see that there is kind of a nylon washer that sits in that little groove right there. That is a very important piece because it helps reduce a lot of the blade play and makes it work a lot smoother. So we're going to take our new spring, drop it in there, line it up with that little tab, and then the secondary tab there. And then, similar to what we did with the back piece, we're going to put these two together in because we've got that center one. But what's nice, where it should be, that flat part is already where it should be on this side, so it should line up with the little flat part right there. Take another one of the screws. So it holds it nice, sturdy in place. And I'll take the liners and try and make it as flush as possible. then we'll take our pivot pin. This also has a little flat part on it. You want to match that up with the flat part there. Then we're going to take our blade that also has a little nice nylon washer on there. We're going to line up that tab to the hole. So it did pop that out a little bit, so we want to make sure it goes back to being flush. Put the washer on there, and then we will have a little bit of spring tension there. So I'll hold it with my thumb. I'm going to take our stop pin, put it in that little hole. That way it kind of holds it in there. And this part is tricky, just like we have with the Kalashnikovs. So you've got your button spring. Drop that in that little hole there. And then we're going to take the button itself and rest it on top. And I like to hold it with kind of my fingernail, as well as still holding the blade. Try and keep it as straight as possible. Take our top plate, line it up with that button. Once we get that lined up, kind of want to just make sure everything else is lined up. See how that's a little bit off? You can take it, kind of squeeze it together, move the blade just slightly, and everything kind of just snaps together. You want to make sure that lock bar has seated itself on both sides. That's probably the most important, to make sure everything is aligned. Take our pivot screw, tighten that up. Not all the way, but just enough to where it's nice and snug and it's not going to fall apart. You can see that the spacer's sticking out just a little bit. Just kind of want to sandwich, squeeze everything together. You can also use the screws to help do that. So make sure there's no gaps in the spacers. This is where we can start checking the blade play. It's nice and solid, very minimal play, but still very snappy. And then last but not least, we got the pocket clip. And one thing to note is these pocket clip screws are slightly longer than your handle screws, so it's important to keep them separate when putting it back together. And it's nice to go back and forth. So I didn't tighten that one all the way. Go back to this one. And we're all set and good to go. So that's a little tutorial on how to change a spring. It is a little bit more complicated than a standard Kalashnikov, but just a few extra steps is all. So make sure to get your new knife today at BladeOps.com.